In this tutorial, I'm just going to go through some very basic rigging. I have my little low poly figure, Bob, and I have a cuboid, and if I tab into the cuboid, I've only got, let's go to vertex mode, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's not a lot of detail here, and we need more, but I'm going to leave it like this for the second because I want to show you what happens. And I'm going to start on this cuboid here. So number keypad 1, I'm in front, oh, I moved, there you go, number keypad 1, front orthographic, there we go. And I'm going to do, let's click, reposition the 3D cursor. Now, on my Blender setup, I've got right mouse click select for a selection. Therefore, if I left mouse click, I get the 3D cursor position. If you're on a left mouse click, I think it's shift. Let me have a look. Right mouse click will change it. So let's have a look where the options are. I always forget there are so many options. Where are we? Viewport. I hide my axes. I don't need those. Here we go. No. No. Let's go to key map. Here we go. So I've got a right mouse click. If I do left mouse click, I'll close this. So left mouse click now is a select, but right mouse click gives me the drop down menu. So if I want to position the little life belt, I have to do shift right mouse click. But I personally prefer the select with right mouse button, so it's entirely up to you. So that's under edit preferences, key map, and as you can see here, preferences and select. I also, when I animate, I have the space bar being the play. That's what I prefer as well. Let's close that down. Let's click back there. So what I need to do is I need to shift A there. I need to select, I need to add in an armature. An armature is basically a rig, and the rig has bones, and there's nothing in here yet, but I'll just do single bone. There we go. And I can right mouse click on it to select it. There we go. And if I go into edit mode, I just tab. Now when I tab, I go quite quickly, as you can see there. And now if I tab again, if I'm quick, I'll just press escape, tab up, there you go. See, I'm back into object mode, tab and edit mode or pose mode. So tabs, bang, or I can click depending on how fast I am. And if I do, I've selected that bit. This is the head, this is the tail. Don't ask me why they have it upside down, but they do. And I do E and I can extrude. There we go. Tab, object mode, and there you go. Now, if I move my cuboid like that, you can see I can't see the rig or the bones. They've all disappeared. Let's go back a little bit. So what I need to do, what I generally do is I'll come to the armature on the right, go to viewport display and say in front. And when I do in front now, GY, it doesn't matter where I put it. So now I can always see it. I'll do a quick save there. Also notice bottom left hand corner, I've got screencast keys running, so you'll see the shortcuts there. The only thing you won't see is I'm using an Apple Magic Mouse, so you won't see me stroking the Magic Mouse like a trackpad or a touch display, so you see nothing's happening there. I can zoom in and out by stroking the mouse and holding control, and it shows the control, but it doesn't show me with the mouse control, so just so you're aware of that. Right, let's go there. Now, in order for us to manipulate the cuboid by using the bones, we have to parent them. And the way it works parenting is, if the item is to be the controller of a mesh, then it needs to be the parent. And the way that works is you select the child first, the thing to be controlled, the cuboid. Then you hold the shift key and select what's going to be the parent. And in my case, I've got a white outline as the select color, the key item. Then if you do Control P, if you've got it the right way, you'll see armature deform. If I do it the other way, so I will do the bones first, then Shift select the cuboid, Control P, you see there's nothing about armatures or rigs or anything else like that. So it's always child first, then select the parent, Control P, and we're going to do armature deform, and we're going to do automatic weights. Automatic weights, I'll just click on that now. Automatic weights basically means an area of the item to be controlled is delegated automatically to each bone separately. So we've got two bones. In effect, we will have sort of two sets of areas, one for the bottom bone, one for the top. If I go up to object mode and now not edit mode but pose mode, or again if I wanted to I could just click on the armature, tab, and you see there's pose, and let's go number keypad 1, and if I click now you see I've got a different color, like a light green, and if I do R to rotate, now we have our deformation. But we have a problem, and the problem is there's not enough vertices, there's not enough mesh detail for the deformation to work properly. So I'll press escape, I will tab, go to object, select the cuboid, tab in, and again it doesn't matter, I'll go to vertex mode, but again you see I can do quick, I've got the pie menus up, everything is selected, and for me with a right mouse click I'll do W, or if you right mouse click to get the drop down menu because you're a left mouse click select, either would work. Here we go, and here's subdivide, and I can either keep on repeating that, or I can go down here, increase this and increase the number of cuts. There we go, tab out, click on the armature, tab, pose, and we're on the top one, and just do R. See, now we get a much better deformation. And of course I can choose whichever one I want to change. There you go, and then rotate. In Blender, when you're doing something, right mouse click is a cancel, left mouse click is an accept. Let's close that down so you can see properly. So that's how you do some simple rigging. Let's go back to object mode, and let's go now to Bob, and I'll zoom in a bit. I'll put my 3D cursor here and Shift A, armature, single bone, and I'll go into edit mode, and I've got the tail selected, so G, Z. So what I'm going to do is I'll select the whole bone, I'll go there, so this is going to go to, as we can see, let's move it over. In fact, actually, let's hide this one and hide, no, that's fine, let's come out of that, hide the cube, there you go, there you go. So let's select that, GY, there you go. Again though, in front, so you see on the right hand side, armature, the green man, viewport display in front, there we go. And I'm just doing this approximately, so edit mode, G down, then E. Just like the bones in your body, you're trying to work out where things should go to bend, and I'm just doing this approximately. And if I select all these, there you go, Shift D, X, because we got 2. And then we can go. Now I need to go pointing to something like this. I mean, this is not how to do it, but we need these to parent to 1. So I'm going to go here, Shift A, there you go, it adds it. You can only add a bone when you're doing edit modes on armatures. So G down, and just roughly, G, there you go. Now these need to be selected. I won't join them. I should parent them, but I'm going to leave it alone just to show you. E up to about there, then the neck, then the head. And again, click on that, E to extrude, which is the shoulder, just about, E down to the elbow, E down to the wrist. And I'll just do one for the whole hand, but obviously, and let's go to the side view, you can see everything has to be moved. This is what you have to do with rigging. And let's go here. There you go. There you go. R to rotate, G to move, etc., etc. Oh yes. And this one for the neck. This one. There are automatic rigs that are built into Blender, but I'm deliberately not doing that sort of thing. Just to give you an example. I selected 2 things there. So now, why is it? There you go. E and E. Just doing this approximately. Again, I could have done something similar to the legs. So Control 3 to go to the other side. Now it's getting a little. So what I'm going to do actually, because it's getting a little difficult to see what's going on. H to hide. Control 3 to go left orthographic, 3 is right, Control and the number is the opposite. So select that. Nope, there you go. There you go. With my magic mouse, I do tend to, unfortunately, you can see I've gone out of the side view because it's a touch, it's a slide. Oh God, there you go. And it changes it, so I have to be a little bit careful. But oh, there you go. Let's go there. I always do this, but there you go. Something like that we get. And Alt H or Option H, front view to unhide. As I said, this is just a very simple rig. It's not even a proper rig, but just to show you how it goes. Tab out of it, select the mannequin, the object you want to be controlled, the child, Shift select the parent, which is the bones, the armature, Control P, and if we've got it the right way around, we have armature to deform with automatic weights. Then I just select the bones, tab, pose, and you can see we've got this other color. And if I click on one now and do G, and there we go, we can move things around. You can see there's no join there. I left that deliberately just to show you. And I can rotate and so on and so forth. And that's how you can do simple rigging.